Hello to everybody. FutureTrend channel is glad to welcome all of our subscribers for this morning, 17th of July 2018. We'd like to present our analysis of world stock indices for this date, the date of testify of Mr. Jerome Powell, the head of the Federal Reserve System, before the Banking Senate Committee, the so-called Humphrey Hawkins testimony. It used to call during past times by this name. Now it's just a semi-annual report on monetary policy in front of Banking Senate Committee and Financial Services Committee. And all in all, as regarding today, it's for sure a #1 event for this week, and for sure the market should concentrate around the questions on, for example, trade relations between China and the United States, and how these contradictions in trade relations could affect the future monetary policy of the Federal Reserve System. And for sure it will have a big impact, big effect on stock markets as well, because we know that now, for example, despite of aggressive, more or less aggressive monetary stance conducting by the Federal Reserve, the stock indices of, for example, Dow Jones Industrial Average or S&P 500, even Nikkei 225 or some other parts of the world, they still really very immune to such kind of policy. And let's see the charts, by the way, as regarding for example, the Dow Jones Index. At the moment it starts to root its 2018 downtrend, and that's really very interesting, very encouraging news for the bulls in the stock, because in case of today's favorable kind of speaking, favorable for the stock market, favorable appearance of Mr. Jerome Powell, for sure it will take Dow Jones Industrial Average at that time much higher from local levels. Now we are speaking about technical position as well as fundamental background. Of course, probably we should wait a little, because in case of more aggressive stance, because in case of for example, if Jerome Powell tells that, okay, current policy conducting by United States President administration regarding imposing new tariffs on imported goods, it's a good kind of decisions for the United States economy, because it will stimulate inflation, it will stimulate also production in the country. Of course, from that point of view, it will be a really big surprise, and in that case, in case of more aggressive stance and more increases from the part of the Federal Reserve, for example, not 2 or 3 of them, more 3 increases, more 3 hikes from the Federal Reserve during the course of 2018, of course, in that case, the stock indices should plummet. Anyway, let's see how actually the Federal Reserve will behave today during the appearance of Mr. Powell. As regarding some other indices, for example, S&P 500 also at the moment is in process of eroding its resistance barrier located around the highs of middle of March 2018. Final and subsequent closing above that level should open at the highs of 2018 in the index, at the height that's located around 2873. The same applies, by the way, for the Nikkei 225, which is at the moment trading above its moving average 200 daily line located at 22308. Also, the pair is in process of eroding its 2018 downtrend. All in all, it should contribute to another impulse higher for the Nikkei and in the near-term future. As regarding the DAX, not everything is so encouraging here, because from technical point of view, the DAX still trading below DMA 200 located at 12,782, and while doing so, the index should remain more or less dampened in the near-term future. Anyway, the index still trading above its longer-term uptrend line located at 11,775, and from that point of view, also this kind of trend line coinciding with the lows of 2018. All in all, this barrier should be tough to break in the near-term future, and from that point of view, also the DAX should remain supported. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for all of your attention of our channel. Today we will come some later with updating of existing strategy of wealth stock indices after the not a press conference, but after the questions and answers session of Mr. Jerome Powell during his Humphrey Hawkins testimony ends. Thank you and see you later.